Praise the Lord. Welcome to AIM. Guys, thanks for stopping by today. I am going to do my neem this time. I have neem leaves. I'm just going to throw the stems down here, and then later I'll pick them all up and give them to the animals. So today I'm processing my neem. If you guys didn't see the other video that I did, I talked for a long time trying to encourage you guys, and I just wanted to jump back on here and actually process these neem leaves. I have washed them. Our helper Peter picked them for me today. He didn't even know that they're good for you. So you guys look it up. N-E-E-M, neem. I bought some at the African store when we were in the States, and we started using them there. And I wanted to grow the tree in the yard, but my husband said we don't grow neem in the yard here. It's everywhere, so we don't have to grow it. I said, okay. And he's right. It grows wild everywhere, and it's very easy to get it. So we have a little tree that keeps growing up back over there. I'm waiting for one day when maybe they don't weed it and we keep it. But it's okay. It is growing wild everywhere. And I just take the leaves. I brought a dehydrator. It's like one of those round ones with the trays. And it's Nesco. Not that you can't get them here. Guys, you can get everything here. Check out the Bodleys. They bought everything here. And when they first came, then our son took them around, and we have a transportation business. And he even took them, they got most of their stuff at Malcolm, but they've also bought some of this stuff, like from people who make furniture and whatever. But when they first came, they bought everything from Malcolm, and they do have a lot of stuff like that. They have small appliances. If you're going to bring your own appliances, like if you're going to ship like we did, you have to either, if you're building, you can make provision for 110 in there. You can have 220 and 110 sockets. So you can have both. It's not a big deal. You can do that, and then you can plug your stuff in. It wasn't really much of a thing back then. I mentioned it when we were first building, but I don't know, it wasn't really a thing. So, but now I'm here and I know. All we ended up doing was we bought step downs, right? We bought step downs. So it steps the power down from 220 to 110, and you can plug your devices into it. So that's what we do. So I have my dehydrator. I've had it for a long time. I didn't buy it just to come here. I already had it. I like doing that stuff. I like dehydrating. I like canning. I just like growing my own food and stuff. So that is what I got going on now. If you guys saw, or I don't know which one I'll upload first, but I was just rambling on, trying to encourage you guys. Trying not to say all the time. I'm trying to encourage you guys in this new year. And I just take it like any other time. Personally, I'm enjoying myself. I'm still trying to come out of the whole system that I grew up in and trying to live a different lifestyle here. So I thought I would come back on and kind of actually do the work I was going to do an hour ago or more, and just chat with you guys a bit and let you know what day to day my life is like. So we have been here in Ghana since the end of September 2022, and now it is mid-January 2025. So we have settled in pretty well, right? We've settled in, And just wanted to kind of let you guys know. I've told you before, but as I'm doing this, I just tell those of you who are new and give you like a little update on how things are going. Number one thing I want to tell you, if you are planning your move to Ghana, okay? I want to tell you that it is not a vacation, okay? It's not a vacation. If your money is right, fine. It can be a vacation for you. You can go out to eat all the time. You can enjoy whatever. But if you're coming here to live your life, we are not on retirement. We're far from it. And nor do we plan on retiring. We don't plan on retiring. If you're looking to come here and do business and make money and grow your own food and things like that, then this video will give you a little bit of the insight as to what we do on a daily basis. So, I wake up somewhere 4 o'clock. That is my personal preference, to wake up early and have some time for myself before everybody else wakes up. So that's just me. I have time for devotion. I've really been slack on working out, which I'll get back at it. It's kind of a pattern for me. It's what I do sometimes. I won't work out for a long time and then I'll get back to working out every day. So I think being in my mid-50s, I'll need to get back to some strength training. Would be beneficial is what I'm seeing. But I do my devotions, and then, you know, whatever little stuff I have to do around, I might throw a load of clothes in to wash, and then I begin to get things ready for Nana. Nana wakes up at 5:30 in the morning for Nana, and he has his chores he does, and then gets ready and goes to school. These are weekdays, right? Then he'll go to school. And for me, while he's doing his chores here and getting ready for school and eating and everything, I've already made his breakfast before I go down to take care of the animals. Right now, it's very easy because the chickers are gone, right? If you guys follow us, you know the chickers are gone. So I have a break, probably about a 2-month break from the chickers being here. And we're getting our next batch, which is double, guys. That's what we keep doing. We keep doubling it. And yeah, we're doubling our batch of chickens. So we are preparing, you see the pen and everything for new chickens to come. So right now I have a small break. So what I do is I go down and I usually have the goat milk. They will be drinking milk probably another week or so. So I go down there with the milk and Ruth runs to meet me, and then I feed her. Then I go and get King David, and then I give him his milk, and then Ruth finishes the rest. Then after that, I go down to the turkeys and I give, well, as soon as our helper comes to sweep and lets the animals out, I also feed the corn to all the yard animals, the ground corn, because usually I'm the first one down there. Besides the helper, maybe sometimes he might come before me and get down there before me, but I'm trying to get down there first. So I'll get done early, and it's really working out nice. Then when he lets the big animals out to pasture over here, I go ahead and give the ground corn to the yard birds and everybody out there in the yard, and our new chickers and all of that. Make sure they all have food where they can reach it. Then I take care of the turkeys after the corn. I take care of the turkeys and give them their food and give them fresh water. And then from there, sometimes it depends. If my husband is leaving early, then I will also go ahead and take care of the rabbits. Yep. And we also have some vitamin that we give the new rabbits until they're, I forget, I think 5 months old or something. So 3 days a week we give them a supplement. So in their water. So I do that. Now if my husband's not here, I also get the rabbit food together, and then I give water to the rest of the rabbits. So Peter sweeps down there for us and takes all of that out. He feeds the big animals the big bag of cassava, and then he also now, guys, does the water outside for me. Guys, a prayer for him. Yep, say a prayer for him, guys, because of how he's been helping me. So my prayer warriors out there. Peter's a good guy. Yeah, so then I am done down there, guys. When that's finished, I'm done down there. Nana takes care of making sure the dogs have water in the morning as well. He does it at night and does it in the morning for me. So the only thing I have to do with the dogs is really take the ones from the run. We can't leave them on the run all day because it's hot out there. And then we put them up, and then the work finishes outside. You know, my husband, if he's here, you know, he's working outside, spraying. Guys, there's a tip for you. Get on a spray routine for the snakes or whatever. I mean, we don't really have to worry about it. Lizards, snakes, the dogs definitely will kill stuff out here. But we are on a routine to spray the perimeter and the flea and tick spray. We have animals, right? So we don't want any issues. So the flea and tick spray around, the snake spray around, and there's other spraying that goes on. We have organic fertilizer, kind of like a compost water type thing, right? So my husband sprays that as well. And then he has something that he'll spray for those white fly things that come on the plants, the cassava and stuff. So the spraying goes on, the weeding in the yard or cutting the grass, they do that. And then for me, now that I don't take care of the chickens, I come up and all I have to do is put the dogs up so the spraying can go on, and then I can go in the house and I can hang up my load of laundry that I put in to wash, and then I can do things like this, right? Or if I have work to do in the garden, I can work in the garden when I finish down there. So that is basically what I like to do. Then I can come. By that time, Nana is ready to go to school. I send him off to school. We pray and he goes to school. And then after that, I can come and take my shower, right? And work on some of this other stuff that I want to work on, right? Preparing the food, putting the food up. For example, this morning there was some plantain that we were letting get ripe that my husband brought from the farm, so that we can let it get ripe. Then we peel it and slice it and put it in the freezer. And then anytime we want to fry ripe plantain, we have it in the freezer. We just pull it out, defrost it a little bit, and then fry it up. So those are the things I do. Whatever cleaning I have to do inside. Make these videos for you guys. Edit them if I have to, like put some together. Sometimes my husband sends me the videos, right? You can't send the whole video on WhatsApp. He sends it to me on WhatsApp. And you can't send the whole video on WhatsApp. So you have to break it into maybe 2 or so. So then sometimes I'll edit to like put those together with an intro for you guys or whatever. Drone footage. I that is my goal this year, guys. I was talking about goals last time. This year I'm gonna get better with the drone, guys. I'm gonna get better with the drone. Get you guys some more footage. I really want to get the drone up and get some footage around here and put it up so you guys can see. You've seen it with our drone, Web Nation, and well, Jasmine used her own drone when she came, but Web Nation, Hayford used our drone to get you that drone footage of it, guys. I'm still waiting for you. I don't know if he'd be watching my video. He's a busy man. Waiting for you to come to the 50-acre farm with us so we can really get some professional drone footage. I'm trying, guys, but I'm not professional yet. Who knows? Maybe by the time his schedule frees up, I will be able to do professional drone footage myself. He said he would help me, so I just know he's very busy. But we appreciate him a lot. If you guys haven't checked out our interviews from him, check them out. They're within the top 10 most popular videos on his channel. He's pretty good sized channel. So we're within the top 10. Our 2 videos, I think, are 7 and 8 or 6 and 7 on his most popular. So it's called Web Nation Africa. Go and check out our interview if you guys are new here and you want to learn more about us. So anyway, that's what I do with the YouTube. I got a little off on a tangent. And then whatever else I have to do in the house, like cooking, right? Cleaning. Yeah. Then when Nana gets home, you know, I give him something to eat. And then we also have evening chores. So we have evening chores to do. Oh, and I also sell the eggs during the day. I have crates of eggs here. We do have more chickens, guys. You haven't seen them, but we have more. They're just not here. We are working on getting more here. But, you know, for now, we have to do what we have to do. So we have more chickens. So I do have eggs. And, yeah, I have eggs that I'm selling. So I do that during the day. And I sell the eggs. And then what else do I do during the day? I guess that's pretty much it, guys. Laundry, ironing, cleaning, cooking, processing, whatever it is I'm processing for the day. And yeah, doing those types of things. Then in the evening, right, we have chores to do. Nana has his chores and I have mine. My husband has his. When my husband has to be out at the farm, say late or something like that, then Nana and I take care of it for him. And we are happy to do so because he's a very hard worker. And our chores in the evening consist of giving the animals some corn, right? Feeding the baby goats their milk again. And checking on the water, feeding the rabbits. So the rabbits eat twice. In the morning, we give them some leafy stuff, whatever it is, greens, some kind of leaves in the morning. And then in the evening, they get grain. So the grain normally lasts them till the next day anyway. But we always have grain available for them, which is, for them, it's layer mash plus wheat bran. So that is what they eat. So we feed the rabbits and make sure their water is good and fresh. Make sure all the animals' water is good. Make sure the dog water is fresh and good. And we also feed the dogs at night, right? So we have to feed the dogs. They eat once a day. They're old enough now. They all eat once a day, and they eat at night. Better, just think about it. It's hot during the day, right? So for them, it's better for them to eat in the evening. We feed them in the evening before they come out, before they're out all night. So during the day too, I normally will let the dogs out as long as they're not going to mess with the cassava or something. I will let them out, but they just go and sleep under their house. Or sometimes they go right back in the house because I leave the door open. So those are the things. That's like a typical day, right? Like if nothing different is going on, that's a typical day for us. My husband, you know, his days are scheduled out, whether he's going to show the farmland to a potential owner, or he's going to show it to somebody who already owns it, or whether he's working on the land here, building projects for people, whether he's working on getting their paperwork or various things that he works on, right? His typical day is not as much like mine because his schedule varies, right? I hold the homestead down and get these videos out for you guys, and he is the one who is doing a lot of the running. Now, at times I go and deliver eggs for him or with him, or I go with him to the farm. You see when Nana skipped school, right? That's probably coming soon, where Nana will be out of school and we will all go to the farm and see how things are going. So hopefully by that time I'll have practiced the drone a little bit more. But my husband normally, you know, he's out running things for the business and taking care of things that need to be taken care of. Whether I need my Ghana card renewed or things like that, he takes me to do that if I need that. And then, yeah, Saturdays if we have funerals or weddings or graduations or any type of family get-togethers, we do that on Saturdays. If there's anything scheduled. Sundays we go to church. I get you guys the road construction project update. And that is what we do, guys. That's what we do. So that is our, you know, pretty much what we do. So the evenings we all take time as a family and sit together. We watch a little TV, movie, preaching, whatever. Football game, or as we call it in the States, soccer game. And we have that time together as a family. Nana and I do homework, we do learning on the iPad, we do devotions and Bible and those types of things together. Yeah, so that's pretty much our life, guys. And if I can compare it to the life in the States, right? Didn't have time for animals. Had a little time for a garden when we had our house, before we sold our house. Little time for the garden because I just loved gardening, right? So I'm doing what I love. I had time for that a little bit, but not too much. And basically it was work, guys. Work, and that's it. Work and home and church, right? Saturdays we went to outreach. My husband worked 2 jobs for 20 plus years. And yeah, got up at 2 a.m. I fixed his things for him, coffee and candies and whatever to like just like Lifesavers or Jolly Ranchers or whatever little candy, peppermints he could put in his mouth to keep him awake as he was going. Delivering newspapers. I left the house by 2:05 a.m. and then I took care of the things at the house, prepared his lunch, and I left at about 3:30ish to get to work at 4 a.m. And he delivered newspapers, came home, worked out, took his shower, went to his second job, got home around 6 p.m. So from 2 a.m. to 6 p.m. Had a little small something to eat and went to bed. Now when he left to do the newspapers, I got his smoothie ready for work. I got his lunch ready for work and left everything there for him. And I left before he got home. And then we would be on the phone till I got to work. And yeah, he would be getting home right about the time I was already at work. And then he would go and do his thing. And I would work and get home. I got home earlier in the afternoons. And then I would take care of the things at the house, the running around, whatever else I had to do, and work out. And then when he came home, I took care of the things and we got up and did it all again. Saturdays, most of the times we were working overtime, and he delivered newspapers every day, even Sundays. So Sunday, what it looked like was he would deliver papers. I would help him on Sundays and deliver the newspapers, and we'd come home. If we had time, we could take a small nap. If we didn't have time and it took too long, then we would just shower and eat and get ready and go to church and then come home. And that was it, guys. That was the extent of it. Work and church. Yeah. But we were working to be able to pay the bills. We weren't working to build wealth. We weren't working to build, legacies for our children and our grandchildren. We were just working basically to pay the bills, right? And then when we really started hitting it hard with the building here, that's what we were focused on. Building our lives here so that we could have our house paid off, right? We worked hard to pay the cars off, and we worked hard to get money to ship our things and all that kind of stuff. So that is the contrast of the two lives that we live. So just to be real with you guys, we are still working, right? We're still working here, but it's a different work, and it has a different reward, and it has a different result. We are farther along by doing things the way we're doing them here than we were in the States. In the States, we wouldn't have had our house paid off until well after we retired, right? But now our house is paid off, right? It's paid off, and our bills are way less. We don't have a lot of bills, and now we are able to work and then reinvest our money into our farm, into our poultry farm, into our animals, into things that we're doing here. So it is quite helpful, and that is the contrast, guys. We didn't have time for extra things there. Right now, to be honest, we could make time for extra things if we want. We could go to the beach. We could go to a brie. We could go to Cape Coast. We could go to visit family. We can go to the zoo. We can do things like that now if we choose to. Right now we're just really hitting it hard to get these things built up a little bit more. And then, yeah. So that is how it is, guys. That is the difference in the lifestyles that we live there in the States compared to here. And I just want to encourage you guys, you can choose how you want to live your lives, right? What do you want your life to look like? A lot of people here do stores, right? They have a store in front of their house. You guys have seen, we have provision for a store. But my husband made a very good point that you don't want to be sitting there at the store all the time, tied to the store, right? And when I meditated on that, I thought about it and I said, well, why do I want to sit there and wait for people to come and bring me money? It is much better if you can have a product and sell it and then let somebody else sit there and wait for people to bring them money, right? So the farming is kind of like that. Instead of us selling one off, one egg at a time, we sell the crates of eggs to other people and they sell it one egg at a time because that's what they want to do. They like the store life, right? Sitting there at the store waiting for their customers to come, and then when they sell their stuff, they can go and get more, right? But that is not really my cup of tea. So we don't do that. We don't do that. But others who do and like it, they get to sit there. Let's say you like to maybe sew, right? And I still have to learn how to sew. I have a machine, but I don't know how to do it yet. Maybe if you like to sew, you could set it up there in your store, and while you're waiting for people to come and buy your merchandise, you could be sewing or crocheting or drawing or whatever it is your hobby is. So it is a good thing to do if that's what you like. I don't know. Basically, this video, I just was, get that out of, there's a fly there. Okay, basically, here is my neem. So these leaves, I will put them in my dehydrator, and then I will dehydrate them and have them for our neem tree tea. Neem tree tea for us for the mornings. But basically, I just wanted to come on again and give you guys the contrast in our lives, right? What our lives look like in the States compared to what it looks like here. I don't want you guys to get a false idea of how life is here. It can be challenging, just like anywhere. It's life, right? It can't be easy. If the chicken doesn't peck its way and struggle to get out of the eggshell, it won't be strong enough to survive. If the caterpillar doesn't stay inside the cocoon until it's time for it to come out, it won't survive. So life is like that, guys. We need the struggles. It's good for us, right? Here, the work is a bit physical. You know, weeding, I don't have to do it. I choose to do it sometimes, but I have learned to get help because it's physical, it's hard. And the guys do an excellent job weeding. As long as you tell them the plants not to weed, they do an excellent job. But, you know, walking up the hill, walking up the steps, carrying the water, carrying, like we carry sachet water. Nana does it for me now, but carrying sachet water into the house to keep it in the fridge for workers who come or whatever. Carrying the feed down there, carrying the chickens' water into the chickens' pen. Those things are physical and they're hard, but it makes you stronger, right? I couldn't have done that before. So every struggle is good for you. And what I want to say is life is a struggle, right? And it keeps you focused on your Lord and Savior. So I don't want you to get the wrong idea that coming to Ghana is going to be a vacation. It's not, okay? It's not. But the lifestyle is far better, guys. It's far better. It's my choice to keep myself busy all day. I don't have to do that. And I'm trying to get out of doing that. But that's my choice. I don't have to. I could be taking a nap right now if I want to. And if my husband was here, he would be taking a nap because he needs it. But he'll probably be home soon. And then Nana will come home. And then we'll go about the rest of our day. I will get this dehydrated. And by the evening, it will be dried. And I'll have it to put in my burlap bag that I keep it in, to keep the dust off of it, but still let it stay crisp and dry. So that is the contrast, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys take time to hang out with me on the other video where I sit and chat with you guys, and let me know, do you like these types of videos? If you do, I'll try to do more of them. I'm trying to get a little more focused on some information that I think will benefit you guys. Instead of putting it in this type of vlog style, maybe putting it in subject form so you guys can find it easily. And hopefully, the Lord willing, this week I will get some more of those focused videos recorded for you guys so that I can be of help and assistance and let you guys know how it is. We are not about nightlife, right? We don't go out at night. Once in a while we find ourselves out at night when we've gone somewhere to visit family or gone somewhere and get back late. But for the most part, we are not night people, right? We're morning people. You can't have many farm and have the animals that require you to get up early and go take care of them, and you can't be out all hours of the night. And it just isn't something we did in the States. It's not something we do here. So this is our style of living. We don't go to those parties or nightclubs or things like that. So I want to also encourage you. You see a lot out there about the nightlife of Ghana. Well, Ghana isn't just nightlife, guys. And if you're coming only for nightlife, I personally don't think that would be sustainable. I think you should just come on vacation, go do what you want to do, and go back, right? Because you're not going to be able to just go out and party every day. It's not even good for you. Let's just put it that way, right? But for those of you who follow this channel and are wondering, okay, I see a lot about the nightlife in Ghana. Is Ghana really going to be for me? It's going to be for you. There's plenty to do that doesn't involve any of that kind of stuff, any worldly stuff, right? It's just beautiful. I'm blessed. I love it. And I want to encourage you. Those of you that are Ghanaians and you're thinking about coming home, waiting to retire and all of that, I would encourage you to check it out. Really consider. Do you really want to retire before you come? I don't know. Maybe you do. And it might be best for people. It wasn't best for us. It wasn't best for us. And my retirement, I just want to be real with you guys, would not have sustained me. But now my retirement can sustain me because I've invested it into land, into a farm. And now that farm is producing. And it can sustain us, right? My husband has invested his retirement as well, and it can sustain you. So be careful when you're relying on your retirement plans. Okay, guys, be careful. We've seen too many people get disappointed. So be careful with that. Another thing I would say is, if you're worried about health care, please do your due diligence and investigate it. Because honestly, if you're not eating a bunch of junk, and you're not putting a bunch of junk, and you're not stressed out as much, you probably won't really need the health care like you think you do, right? And the health care here is good. You can find top-notch healthcare facilities here at a fraction of the cost. Plus, you're not paying into your health insurance, right? So really do your due diligence and consider. I've given you the contrast on how our lives were there in the States compared to here, so you can kind of see what our days look like. I worked in a plastics factory, so I was either mixing plastic pellets, anywhere from running the machine and packing parts, to mixing the plastic pellets, to operating the machine, putting the processes in and making sure I'm making good parts, stopping machines, managing people, those types of things, shipping and receiving, any part of it, auditing, quality, any part, ordering, maintenance. I worked in all the departments, right? So that was my job. My husband's job was pulling orders and inventory and restocking and things of that nature, training people, and yeah. So those were the jobs we worked. Plus, he also delivered newspapers, which I helped him from time to time. There at the end, in the beginning, when we first got together, I went with him every day. And it wasn't easy, guys. It wasn't easy. So when you compare that lifestyle and those jobs to the jobs we're doing now, we wouldn't go back. We wouldn't go back. So I want to encourage you that it is worth it. It wasn't easy. It's not easy. Life isn't easy, but it's worth it. So I want to encourage you with that. Reach out. If you guys have any comments, questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Let me know how you like these type of just sit down, heart-to-heart videos that I'm doing for you guys. I just want to pour my heart out to you guys and let you know how things are. I don't want you to get the idea that, oh, we got it all perfect, and it's not perfect. It's not perfect. We've come a long way from where we are. We have a long way that we want to go still. And we're not there yet. We're on our way. And we've come through some struggles. We've learned a lot. And we're here to share that with you guys and help you. So let me know in the comments what you think about these types of videos. What other types of videos you would like to see. And I think I'll let you guys go at that. Thank you for spending some time with me while I process my neem leaf. I'm going to go dry these up and get these videos up for you guys. And until next time, God bless you.